Hello everyone, this is Daryl20 and welcome to episode 6 of Daryl20's FTB Sky's Expert Let's Play series, where a wandering trader has come wandering around. Cool, what's this button do? Oh. Looks like I got some stuff going on here. We can trade energetic white wool or leather or feathers for some emeralds here. There's some other coins we can get, looks like metals or whatnot. We can get the GM and the chicken feed if we get some Invar or Electrum coins. However, we're going to need some Invar or Electrum to trade with, which obviously we don't have access to any of that stuff just yet. Oh, we can get some nice, cool stuff. Alright, not too shabby. I wouldn't mind trading some leather for an emerald, though I would kind of like... Now, can I shift right-click you? Other villagers I can shift right-click. The Wandering Trader, maybe not. What's the R button do? Oh, that's what it does. It makes him say, oh. Maybe it doesn't make him say that. I don't know. I don't know what it does. I have no idea. Long story short, I don't know what to do with this guy. I gather I want that GM chicken feed. We just don't have the stuff to trade for it yet. How am I for leather? I've got like 1 leather at the moment, so I definitely don't have enough to get things going. I would probably soon be starting a mob farm. I want to put him somewhere safe. Can I, like, put this dude in a box or something? Would that be smart? I don't know where, but I feel like he should be put somewhere. Regular villagers you can shift right-click on, and I've done that. Remember we did this in the last series? Like, you can just, like, literally shift right-click on them and pick them up. So, you can pick up regular villagers. Wandering traders, apparently not so much. Also, he doesn't have llamas with him, which is interesting. It's cool. It's cool. Feathers. I think I have a few feathers. I know I've killed a few chickens that spawned on the island. Yeah, not quite enough still yet for that. Energetic sheep wool, it sounds like he would trade for, but I just haven't opened that spawn egg yet because I don't really have a spot for energetic sheep to live. So, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll leave him, and then I'm sure another one will spawn eventually if we need him to. I know that GM chicken feed is a thing, though. Might as well grow some more trees. Hopefully he'll just chill there? Like, is he just going to stand there? He doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Anyway, last episode we made some really good progress. We got this whole thing going, right? So that's pretty spiffy. In today's episode... Oh, look, now he's walking. Good job, Wandering Trader. In today's episode, I want to continue on this area here. So there's a few things we're going to get into. Specifically... I'm going to want to do the Soul Cage. Is it powerful enough to contain the fiery blazes of the Nether? Craft one in preparation to contain one. Cool. And for that, I will get a Humano Rune. Okay. Because I want to work towards getting the Blaze Burner. I also wouldn't mind getting some Soul Steel resources. Press something to empower. Hold shift for more info. Grants extra stuff. Repairs tool when in Soul Fire. I mean, it's pretty cool looking. Soul Steel gear. Yeah, looks like a sword and all kinds of other cool stuff. A wand converts soul on soul pedestal to crude soul. Neat. The other thing I got as a quest reward, by the way, was 2 netherrack, right? So that was a quest reward from doing this? Yes, this. So we got 2 netherrack. I'm kind of curious what we can use that netherrack for specific to this pack. Obviously, we can use it for like the gear, but I'd rather hold off on using netherrack to make like tools until I have access to more netherrack, right? Maybe that's what the purpose of doing it here is. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll probably just. I'll hang on to that until we can have more. Let's just put it that way, right? Like I don't want to use it until I can get more of it. So where should we go next? I'm thinking this way. Soul crystals are engulfed apatite. Each tier needs to be engulfed again to continue transforming to the larger crystals. So let's just do that, right? Soul engulfing. So I assume just throw apatite in there, and then I can throw it into that, and then the top tier looks like it just goes further. So I just throw apatite in, and then we're done. There we go. Cool. Cool. Now that has like an empty, so that's, I assume that's where we like absorb mobs or something. And this should become tier 3. Yeah. Kill 1 mob to bind. Neat. All right, so that's all 3 soul crystals. A little bit of appetite for the reward. May or may not, you know, I don't know exactly what I'm going to need them for, but we're going to find out soon enough, I guess. So next in the line there is the soul pedestal. Now, why are you grayed out? What are the prerequisites? Blood Sigil 1 getting started. That might be this guy. Place the blood sigil inside the Hexari cauldron. Once it's inside, you can jump up and down on it to cause the cauldron to begin to fill with blood. You'll then be able to use the blood for further crafting recipes. Make sure to remove the sigil when you're not using it anymore. Cool. So I think my next step is to make the mixing cauldron. Let's do that. Okay. So for that, I suspect we're going to need a bit of copper and a bit of iron plates. So let's get some of that. And we're definitely going to need some stone. I may want to get like 8 more of you. And that's cool. Let's get 16-ish of these. So I'm going to break you. I should keep these things over here. Mr. Invisible. We will allow you to run again and do that. Definitely forgot last episode to turn this off, by the way. So when I came back to look at these, they were all at 0%, and I had to make a bunch of andesite alloy to fix them. Not necessarily the end of the world, but I need to be much better at reminding myself to turn that off until I get a better source of create energy, right? There we go. All good now. So you need to be this, and then you need to be a mixing cauldron. Needs another stone. Sweet. Okay. Now this is going to be my my spirit / hexary area. Let's also make sure that we have this area well lit. Even though, yes, I have torches and whatnot over here, I want to be, you know, a little bit smart. So I don't know what all is going to be involved here, so I'm just going to stick this dude here and see what happens, right? I don't remember how this mixing cauldron works. I know I've played with this mod a little bit, but I'm definitely by no means an expert and remember every aspect of how everything works in it. So that's cool. So I got the Book of Shadows and the altar. This is mainly to hold the Book of Shadows and display it for reading. Other items may be placed on the altar and can be removed by crouch right-clicking on the book. Yeah, I remember this mod. I definitely remember. I remember this book being really cool. Am I right about that? Do I remember this book being super cool? Yeah, remember how cool this book is? Yeah, right-click to interact. Next page. Look at how cool this book is! Welcome to the wonderful witchcraft filled with world of Hexari, where many of your desires, known and unknown, we've met to its fullest. This mod is my life and soul right now. I put in nearly all my time and energy into it, made by Joe Fox. I have been working on this book for over a month, designing it completely from scratch. I hope it is everything and more for what people were wanting. Tons more content is yet to come, but this content will be from coven witches to casting spells to more familiars and much more. Stay tuned. Cool. Looking good. My oh my. Bookmarks, home, intro, items, entities, and structures. Good times. Sweet. All right. So let's progress. So getting some fire is going to be a big part of things in a moment here. And hopefully, I can't wait till I have unlimited cobblestone. Can I please get that cobble for days thing soon? Because I'm tired of right-clicking dirt. But blood sigil is going to be a big piece of what's next here. So I need some redstone in order to get my blood sigil. Now what's interesting is in order to get that, I need a raw earth shard, which I guess mobs can drop. Goats, silverfish, skeletons. What are the chances of it? 25% affected by looting. You know, I have an idea. I think I saw a way to get infested stone recently. And if I'm right about that, that would be cool. Because if silverfish drop them, I bet that's the trick. I know I saw infested stone. Yes, you can haunt stone to make infested stone. Right? And the same for cobble, for that matter? No. Stone bricks, yes. Cobble does not work that way, but stone does. So check this thought out, right? And also, this happened off camera because it was when I did a pack update, but I do have one ender pearl, because what happened was the FTB team made it so that endermen spawn until you get an ender pearl. So like as soon as I logged in one day after updating the pack, an enderman had spawned right away and I had to kill him. So I missed that on camera, so apologies for that. But you're likely to get an enderman pretty early on, so that's cool. So let's get you attached here. I've got some semblance of stone. Now, what am I getting from this? It's called an endless Witchgate pearl. 6 witch loot rolls. Another Witchgate pearl. Maybe I'll better luck next time. Failure penalties. So if you fail, you get another one. Oh, so that's why it's endless. So every time you fight, you will get, that's cool, rewards. Entities, 1 witch. Experience 6 witch loot rolls, 1 redstone dust, more witches. So I'm pretty sure the way this thing works, if you guys remember, like, you right-click it and it opens up a portal and it starts spawning mobs of that type. In this case, witches. Then we'd have to kill them, get their redstone, and then that's cool, right? Isn't that cool? I like that. Very nice. All right, so let's bulk haunt some stone by doing this and that. And then that should turn into not just stone, but infested stone, which will get me, it's just luck that I happen to see this too. All right, we're back. So now that I've got my infested stone, let's see what happens if I break it. Yeah, there we go. Aha. Aha! Now we're cooking. That's what I need to do. I don't know if that's the trick I'm supposed to be doing, but it seems like it works, right? That's 100% how you get earth shards. Sweet. And it's like a 25% drop chance, right? So you're not unlikely to get them. You can even get some large size ones, which is cool too. Sweet. Okay, cool. Do these? Yeah, they do actually. Nice. Okay. So I'm going to put that in my magic chest here. Also, I totally died off camera real quick because there was a bison that decided to attack me after I attacked him first. Yeah, it was very rude. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So now that I've got 1 ender pearl and 1 earth shard, I believe I'm supposed to use that to make the endless Witchgate pearl, which is a quest completion for me, right? Aha. And that leads to getting witch hazel saplings and a bunch of experience. Your earliest source of redstone is from killing witches. The endless witch gate can be crafted with some simple mob drops and will cause witches to spawn indefinitely until you fail the wave timer, at which point the pearl will return to you to use again when you need it. Perfect. So basically, we have unlimited witch spawning now. We use the witch pearl, and that'll be cool. I'm going to stick this in here, and I will cycle back to whatever quest objective I just got. Oh, look at this. Look at a pig, look at a cow, look at a sheep. Neat. I'm going to wait on that. I'm gonna look at that in a minute. And what else did I get? Hexery? Yeah, so altar, shadows, witchy trees, get a sapling from Hexery. Cool. Hexery, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. More saplings. I'm going to make sure to put them away in here in like a semi-safe place. That works. So yeah, everything else is just that mob thing. You should probably give them somewhere too. Animals can spawn on grass that can see daylight if it's at least 24 blocks away. Where do they come from? Who knows? There's also an event that can randomly force a mob to spawn on nearby well-lit grass. Finally, you can use Spirits mod to force specific mobs to spawn. Cool. So, more energetic sheep spawn eggs and force shears capable of... That's pretty cool. Because can I use this to get leather from cows? I'm pretty sure I can. I feel like that's a thing we can do. So we'll get to that in a minute. So what I want to do now, I think, is make a platform for mob spawning purposes. And at the very least, I'm going to be using it to spawn in a relatively safe way, witches. So like I want to build like a building for witches to spawn in. Does that seem cool? And maybe we'll use some of this like tuff and diorite that I happen to have laying around. But I'm probably going to need more dirt. So what I'm going to do is just go right-click a bunch more dirt here. And I'll do this off camera, and then I'll have a platform ready to go, and we'll build like a little location for mobs to spawn, and that'll be the plan. Cool. So I'll be back in a minute once I've produced a little bit more dirt. This is what I do, by the way. I sit here, I fill up my inventory with dirt clumps, and then I just hold right click, and all those slots will get filled up. And then once they're all full, the last piece of dirt clump that comes into my inventory will go into the empty slot, which is my hand. And then I stop because you have to click with an empty hand. So it stops as soon as my inventory is full. So I'll be back in a moment. All right, so here's what I'm thinking, right? We do something like this. Do you think that's going to contain the witches from the Endless Witchgate Pearl? I don't actually know the answer to that. But we're going to find out. Right, together as a team, we're going to work together on finding out what happens when I try to do this. And then maybe... now, I know they do have access to, obviously, splash potions and whatnot, but hopefully this will be cool. Maybe we want to throw some of this in here. A little bit of a roof to this building. What am I out of... oh, cobbled diorite? Rip. Decorative. I'm told that if you just like randomly place different blocks than expected, it looks good. I'm not sure if that quite counts, but it, maybe. So we're gonna treat this room as like a semi-dark room thing, right? Now ethereal glass and tinted ethereal glass are things we can get eventually, but I need some amethyst first. So hopefully I can make that, later, and that would be cool. For now, I'm just going to get, like, ye old fence gate. I figure that would be reasonable. I don't know if I have any fence gates, but I'm sure I can make one. Not fence, but fence gate. There we go. Are we really out of oak planks? Let me borrow you for a sec. Let's just get, like, a stack of that. And then oak fence gate. And that's cool. Perfect. Right, and then they should be trapped in there. That would be cool, right? All right, so should we give this a try? I have no idea if this is going to be a good idea or not. We're gonna find out, right? So I'm just gonna plop that there and then see if this room is big enough to contain the endless witches that come out of the pearl. And in theory, what should happen is when I fail to complete a wave, it will drop another Witchgate Pearl, so that we basically can do this again. Hopefully this works out. Now, obviously, witches they only throw poison, right? Do they ever, like, directly harm you? And what I'll probably do is get the soul sword thing. Am I, like, not able to keep up with this witch's, like... Oh, hello. How did I die? What killed me? Struck by lightning whilst fighting a witch. Oh, maybe I was poisoned and then the lightning thing. So I did get the Endless Witchgate Pearl back, which is good. I was worried that maybe it got burned up or something, but no. I'm gonna need a better sword, aren't I? I feel like my stone sword may not be able to keep up with the regeneration that witches can do. So what are my options sword-wise that I could get? Iron sword is going to require iron plates, so I probably can get an iron sword because I have iron plates, so that's good news. What other sword options are available to me at this point? Probably not much. The only other sword that might be doable, so like this is 6 hearts worth of damage for the iron sword. The soul steel, that's the one that we can make right now if I use some of my netherrack, does a little bit more damage. And if you empower it, I don't know what that means, but maybe that's cool. And you get extra souls on kills, maybe repairs tool when in soulfire. I like the idea of using that. I'm just hesitant, not for the soul, but for the netherrack. Let me spend just a minute checking to see if there's like a clever way to get more netherrack chips. That's a bees only thing. Okay. Let me flip through this and see if now that I have netherrack, can I get more of it? I don't know. Oh, I'm getting attacked by a random mimic chest. Don't jump down there, you dummy. I didn't really put fences around my islands or something. I mean, technically yes. Also technically no. Anyway, back to looking at my options for netherrack. I'm assuming I can't make more of this stuff, but we'll see. So one possible chance to get netherrack would be if I killed blazes and got raw fire shards. I can use those raw fire shards to make a powerful fire shard, which can be... I thought... Hold on. Magma blocks. Fire essence. Oh, I need an imbuement chamber for that. Never mind. That's fire essence, not fire shard. Magma creams. Any clever tricks there? I suspect the real plan here is I need to go to the nether to get stuff. So what I'll do for now, I kind of wanted to be hesitant about using this netherrack because I don't know if I need it for something in the future. But I feel like the FTB quest line would have told me, like, hey, save this for the important bits, right? What's this thing involved in? Soul cage, soul lantern. I mean, that's all pretty doable. I don't think we need to worry too much about this stuff, right? Yeah. Alright, only because I'm going to try it the straightforward way. Let's just make a regular iron sword. We'll see if that's cool. And if I need to get the next tier sword, I will. Is that fair? I think that's fair. So let's remove this guy. Let's try this bit again. So make sure you're fed. Make sure you're ready. The good news is this does seem to contain the witch. Definitely better, right? And I assume it just keeps going until I fail to kill them in time. Yeah, these ones are healing a lot faster. Now I get out of there, right? I eat a little bit. And in a minute, like, I'll fail. Yeah, I see you, witch. I get it. Is it weakness that's hurting me or something? It might be the weakness. -4 attack damage. Maybe that's why I'm not doing so well against harming them. I wouldn't be surprised. That's probably what it is. Yeah, I'm getting weaknessed, and then I can't keep up with damaging them. That's fair, actually. Yep, there we go. By using magic. I thought they only ever poison you. Oh well, not too worried. Let's make sure the door is closed. Yeah, definitely harming them more now, so that's cool. But I want the gate to close, so I'm not going to kill him. So then in a few seconds, the gate should close with lightning. Okay. Wave timer expired, and I got my Witch Gate Pearl. Does that drop, or does it just go into my inventory automatically? But hey, good news is we got glowstone. And we got some spider eyes, which is kind of cool. And we quest completed some witch killing, so that's cool. So we got redstone, and for that we get a redstone lantern, which is nice. So that's sweet. And then mob hunter. So we killed a witch, which gets us some of those loots, and then we killed 5 witches, which gets us even more loots, and a witch data model, which is cool. And then just killing more eventually will get me more and more goodies. Oh, neat. Pneumaticraft spawner core. Cool. Okay. So, hey, that's how you get redstone in early game. You literally use the witch gate pearl, kill a bunch of witches, and that's how you get early access to redstone. It's not terrible. Now, is there any mob spawning going on in here? No, it's definitely not. So I'll leave that room as is. We may turn that into a mob spawner at some point, like a full-blown mob spawner. But for now, I want to continue progressing and see what else we can see. So for this, I'm going to put this in here with mob drops. And I'm going to do the same with the spider eyes. The tough can go away because we don't need that anymore. Technically, I got gunpowder, so that's a mob drop, right? Though maybe I'll put gunpowder because it is kind of a dust, along with the glowstone and redstone in here. Is that fair? And this will also go into the mob drops chest, even though it's not really a mob drop, but like it's mob related, right? And that redstone lantern is truly just a decorative thing. So, and your sugar cane, so planty. Yeah. Hey, look, the system is not perfect, but it's close. It does a good job. And in my brain, it makes sense, and that's all that matters. So that's awesome. So now we want to take redstone, and we want to get this dude, right? So this is on my to-do list. So we're going to need... so we need a heat source. So this recipe must be heated. So I think it can be any heat source. So that's fine. Like a regular, even just fire should work. And then we need polished blackstone. Do we have the blackstone still? We have soul slate, blackstone. Blackstone was haunted cobblestone, right? Yes, any forged cobblestone can be haunted into blackstone. Sweet. So we just need to polish that. And we can remove our death. Is there an experience obelisk that's like relatively... Because I would like to start not losing experience. We're a little ways off. Not terribly far, but not super... not hugely difficult, but not super easy either. Let's make sure... I turned this all off over here, right? Good. Good job, previous dyer. There you go. So we haunt this. And then we'll see if that's sufficient to get what I need. Obviously, I need more cobble pretty soon. Polished blackstone. Sweet. Looking good. And then we need some kind of heat source under that thing. So what I could do... Let's break this. Let's put cobble there. Hopefully soul sand counts as a heat source. Right, with this. And that counts as a heat source, I hope. Okay, so then it was something like this. And the redstone, right? That's roughly what we're looking for. Now we also need liquid biomass. Is that a thing I'm supposed to know how to make? It might be over here. Place the blood sigil inside the hexary cauldron. Once it's inside, you can jump up and down to cause the cauldron to become full of blood. Then you'll be able to use the blood for further crafting recipes. Make sure you remove the sigil. So let's see how we get liquid biomass. So a melting chamber is going to be needed for this piece. And basically biomass or biomass and seeds. So some form of biomass is going to be necessary. That's going to require a mechanical mixer. And it's going to be bone meal, which we do have access to, or flours of some kind, except any Minecraft flour. Probably going to use flours, right? Because I'll get more flours from bone meal than not. And then we're going to need some kind of coal dust, right? Although this one might be only coke. This looks like it's only coke. So if you're going to do... Yeah. Oh, there we go. There's the flowers and coal recipe. So 4 bone meal, or... Is it really 8 flowers? That seems like a lot. So coal dust we can get from what? Do we have to build a crusher? We can use a squeezer to make coal dust. I think those are early access. Yes. Yeah. I'm guessing crushing wheel we don't really have access to yet because we need brass. I'm assuming... Yes, because we need to make... Yeah. And redstone. Like, we have redstone, but, like, quartz and all that. And, like, yeah. Definitely not quite there yet. So, we have a lot of things to make before we can progress this line, right? We need to get the mechanical squeezer, which I think will be easy. I think we can get that relatively straightforward. Okay, that's done. And then we can get some coal dust. Okay. Now this guy requires a button to reset, don't forget. Ta-da! Easy peasy. And I'll crush the rest of this in a minute. But there's your coal dust, so that's done. We're going to need the basin and the mixer, right? So that will be you. And you're going to need a whisk. You're going to need one of these. And some cogwheels, which we might be low on, but we can get more of. Cool. Alright. So that's a bunch of quest completed stuff, which is good. Hey, we got a basic fluid tank and a lodestone. Remind me, what do lodestones do? It's expensive. It needs netherrack. What do lodestones do? It's like a vanilla thing, right? What's a lodestone do? A lodestone is a block that can be used to alter compasses to point toward it. It can be used in all 3 dimensions. Interesting. What's the purpose of giving me a lodestone for this quest reward? I don't quite get it. I don't quite get it. So I'm going to put you over here for now, lodestone, because clearly you're expensive, but I don't know what the purpose of getting that as part of this quest was. Like, how does the lodestone work with the squeezer or the tank or whatever? Hey, andesite funnels, that's cool. And some decent food, too. That's always nice. Andesite funnels are pretty makeable right now. I haven't done anything with kelp yet, but technically I can get kelp if I can get kelp, right? If I string mesh or andesite mesh some sand that's waterlogged, I'll have a chance to get kelp. So if I need kelp and belts, I should probably start working on that soon. But yeah, that's definitely a to-do. Biomass was the next thing I needed to make, and that's mixing. And that does not require heat, so we can mix without heat on that guy. So what we would want is the basin. Maybe we could like have that here with this dude. And then I just need you to get some rotational fun times. Right? Is that reasonably cool? How could I get this in a smart way to connect to that? Obviously, needs a little bit of something. Give me a sec to think through that. I'm sure there's a way. It just will require a moment of my thoughts. Tell me if I'm wrong, but can I do this and this? Doesn't that technically work? Haha, yeah, it does. Nice. Nice. All right, so then a little bit of bone meal will get me some biomass, right? Yeah, I like having to figure stuff out. Like, it's just it's very much like, hey, just figure it out, Dyer. That's cool. That's cool. All right, biomass get. Sweet. And then we need a melting chamber. Oh my goodness, that seems like a lot of things that I don't have access to just yet. That gets me some more biomass. So to get the melting chamber. Power peat. The material generates... The material consumes peat or enriched peat and produces forge energy. It ain't much, but it's an honest day's work. Peat generator. That seems like a lot of stuff, right? So we're going to need a pity machine. So we can get redstone. We can get all that. Observers. I need to look at quartz. I don't think I have access to quartz yet that I know of. That's doable. That's doable. All that's doable. And then for you, it's really just the quartz, right, that I need. So how do I get quartz at this early stage? Pure nether quartz ore chunk? No. Nope. 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 I don't think. No. Nope. Sifting, soul sand, and mana steel or amethyst or andesite mesh. All right, so I take soul sand, which I can get, I'm pretty sure, by haunting regular sand at this point, by the way. So I take soul sand, and I sieve it in the mesh, and then we will get quartz. Deal? So what I need to do right now is... I really want this cobble for days thing, but I need to get more cobblestone. So let me get more cobblestone, and then I will turn some of it, obviously, into stuff. Yeah, let me come back in a minute once I've got this all ready. So be right back. Actually, we're really at a good wrapping up point for the episode, so let me do this between episodes. I'll get a bunch of cobble. I'll turn it into sand. When we come back next episode, I'll either have the soul sand or I'll be haunting it as we start. And then we'll sieve it, we'll get quartz, and then we should be able to make these 2 machines, which should help me to get what I need for liquid biomass, and then cool, right? For now, wrapping up point, Doin sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We shall come back next time to have more fun. I'm really enjoying this pack so far. Like, it's super cool, like, having to solve these little weird problems that you don't normally have to solve. So I'm on board. All right. For now, Doin sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.